Last time we talked about, are you that person who desires to reach out to other church members, to get to know about them and also to help them feel at home in church? Are you that type of a person? You desire to help either those who are less active in church or just to reach out to someone to let them know somebody cares and you don't know how to go about it, or you're like, I want to reach out to this person, but how do I go about it? Will they find me weird and all that stuff? And today we are going to talk about to the less active in church. So stay tuned, creating an open environment for heart to heart conversation. Hello, kids. So, yeah, even if you know it's wasting your time, to the less active in church, we too have a role to play. And back to that story. In the last time I was talking about how I reached out to this girl. Hey man, then this girl was busy snobbing me. What? Yani, I went back to God. I was like, God, I'm not doing this again. It was so embarrassing, and I kept feeling like, no, keep on. So I kept on, and I wish I could say we became friends, but sadly, sadly, we didn't. But I later on came to realize, kumbe, she already had a friend in church. It's okay. It's not. Anyway, it was very embarrassing, but it's okay. It's part of life. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. Yeah. Anyway, so to the less active in church, when somebody is reaching out, to you, just be nice, yani. Just be nice, be reachable out to, you know. Even if you don't have anything much to say, at least we can tell, or they can tell that someone is trying. Personally, I'm an introvert, so I understand um, that most times we may not have things to tell people, but at least when you try, people can tell at least this time somebody is trying. So to the less active in church, anytime somebody is reaching out to you, at least be reachable out to, participate, show that morale, show that desire that indeed I really do want to be here. And if people are making a conversation on something, you can try and contribute, try and chip in here and there. And if maybe you have nothing much to say on that topic, just admit and say, by the way, me why topic, I really have nothing to say. Maybe they might think you're weird at the first time, but at least it is better. Watakuwa wamejua whatever people are talking about, you are not that well versed it fast with. And when there is kama kuna function, where there are functions, just try and attend. I know it is hard. I have been there. It is hard. It is so hard when you don't know anybody and then you want to go to this church function. I understand. I have been there. Sometimes I am still there, especially when I go to new churches, or when you move from one area to another, you have to look for a new church. So during that period of transition, it is normally so hard. And when people are talking to one another, man, it can be hard. So kutu hapo, but thank God for phones. They're like our rescue. Even if you're doing nothing on that phone, nakwanga tu kwa hiyo simu. So thank God for phone. But I would like to encourage us, because I'm also speaking to myself. Let us try and attend these functions, especially once I'm filming during the lockdown, especially once churches have opened, functions have come back, people can meet, people can gather. Try. And if there's some Zoom, because I still see a lot of posters, there is this Zoom that, online this, online that, Bible study, a WhatsApp Bible study, a Zoom meeting, try and participate. Hata kunasema tu amen, or even if you'll say following silently, or wow, amazing, what, inspiration, good word, powerful, at least kuliko ile following silently ile ya kabisa kabisa hakuna kitu unafanya. It really breaks the heart of those who are really looking out to make the groups active, because now I've been both side. I've been this side where we wanted okay, now let me give an example. For example, when in this church, in this ministry I was serving in, apart from ushering, I've served in other ministries. So in this ministry I was serving in, we were only 2 youths, and then we had desired for more youths to come. So when God started bringing, and actually we prayed about it, when God started bringing in more youths, we would sit to this other friend and say, what can we do to make these other youths become more active so that they feel they belong? So imagine me who's not normally talkative. I had to become talkative. My God, the things I was saying, what? Higher. But I had to become talkative with this friend. So kwa hiyo group ya WhatsApp, we will talk, chat, hivyo, beshte moja akashika moto, akakuwa the talkative person, akatushinda. Hivyo, you know, with time at least, it actually works because they were responsive, you know. We'll say, let's go out for lunch. We'll tell them, tunawabaia soda. Actually, si mimi nilikuwa na buy, the other person was buying. Angesema, natubaia soda. And then the person would buy for us soda. So during those soda meetings, lunch meetings, you know, they became responsive, they opened up, and it was such an amazing thing. Until nowadays, I have gone back to my talking less, you know. I have gone back to my rightfully old position, the one who does not talk much. Nowadays they talk. What? Man say they talk. Yeah, but they didn't. In the beginning, understandably, they were not as open as they are right now. So when someone takes that initiative, like my friend and I did, respond, you know, say a thing or two, you know. By responding, actually, you may not be that talkative, but with time you realize that maybe you make friends with these particular people, and unajipata tu unapiga tu mastori na wao hivyo tu, and you make a friend. So be responsive to other people's initiative. Another thing, take that first initiative. It is hard, it is challenging, but just dare yourself one of these days and reach out to that person. Especially if you're always sitting next to the same person, just reach out one of these days and say, hi, how are you doing? You know, also take, you know, just to try and say hi to that person, strike a conversation, attend these meetings and these seminars and these all wonderful programs that the church has. You just never know. So dare to try and also be responsive. So that's it for today, but I would like to hear from you. What else can the less active in church do so that they partner with those who are more active in church to help create a deeper sense of community and a belonging and of fellowship in the house of God and in the body of Christ? I would like to hear from you. Until next time, stay safe, have a nice day. Shalom.